scatters when you play the beat, A brainiac, in fact,
Now press rewind.
Welcome to Brain Squeeze Reactions. Myself, Mark Hector. What we're reacting to now? Tupac. Well, Tupac discussions. And with the man that is Spice One. I mean, I love this dude. I love Spice One. If you didn't know that already, when it comes to this man and interviews and talking about Tupac Shakur, this man is at the tippy top. And I've even delved into a very small part of his music. So I listened to the, the Hit 'Em Up freestyle that he did against Funkmaster Flex, which I still need to react to Funkmaster Flex kicking off about Tupac Shakur. I need to get on that. And I'm going to fucking get on that. I need to get on that. Anyway, so the one that we're going to be reacting to today is on the Art of Dialogue, obviously, but it's one that's probably a bit deeper. It says, I live with regret. I was supposed to be riding with Tupac in Vegas. I wouldn't have let off all my clip. I'm going to guess that says it cuts off at the end. But it's Spice One talking about Tupac Shakur. Let's see where this one takes it. Comment section is for love, it's not for hate. Haters, honestly, don't waste your breath. Don't waste your breath. This is a massive Tupac community that we're building here, and it's continually growing. People know in the community what I do with haters. I spread you all across communities. I don't hold back. I'll answer back to you. I'll share everything about you on Instagram. I let the community eat you alive now because I don't even have to worry about that. Okay, I got 9,000 plus strong brainiacs that are now looking out for me. So I can just do what I need to do. Anyways, jumping in. Tupac Shakur interview. I'm freaking excited. I love the start of that every time.
Tupac, before we get into your reaction to you finding out that Tupac passed away, what was your reaction when you first found out that Tupac got shot in Vegas?
I was mad because I wasn't there, because I had just left him. We were supposed to come out here to Vegas to do that, to come to the Tyson fight. And we was gonna go kick it and party afterwards, because we had just recorded a song called Fame. Me and Cocaine and Tupac recorded a song called Fame the day Pac got shot. That's floating around the internet now. The beats sound old. You can tell it's like some old school shit because you got to remember. And when you hear that song, know that was the song Pac recorded that day that he got shot before he went to Vegas.
Have I done Fame yet? That's not ringing a bell. Someone in the comment section, tell me if I've done Fame yet. I cannot remember, and I'll forget checking after this.
That's what he recorded with me and Cocaine. Because he was trying to get me to come out there with him, to come out here with him. And I had to go change my clothes and shit. I had been riding, doing songs and shows and shit all in the studio. And I didn't have my clothes with me, and I wanted to go change clothes, So I went to change clothes, and he drove out here. And by the time I got ready to come out here, he had that shit had happened. Because the fight was over so fucking fast. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the fight lasted like a round. That shit lasted a couple of seconds. It's literally the fastest knockout in history, I think, from Tyson. That was like one of the fastest knockouts, quickest fights in history. So it was hard for me to be able to get out here before the fight was over. And then after the fight, that's when Pac got shot out here. I was literally about to get him put on my clothes and hop in my car and drive out to Vegas when I found it out. Then I hopped in my car anyway and started shooting in the air and shit. I was tripping like shit. It's so fucked up because it's like, damn, it's like God was like made me kept me away from that night.
It's sad because obviously I'm watching Spice One and he's trying to keep his cool. He is keeping his cool. But sometimes when people do in an emotional state, I mean, his body language is screaming that as well. But obviously laughing it off, he said about popping his gun when he was in there. Obviously that stress and just kicking off and just obviously having a mad one. But he's trying to laugh it off. But even as he's talking about it, he's trying to say, oh, we're recording a song. Go listen to that. It's all deflection. So he doesn't talk about obviously this. What is a shame, obviously, with the Mike Tyson fight. Just imagine if that other dude, whoever Mike Tyson was fighting, lasted a bit longer. Would that have changed everything? Would that have changed everything if he could last at least freaking round or 2 maximum, would it have been different? That's a thought on half, isn't it?
Like, made me stay, kept me away from that night. Because I was thinking, you know, damn, you know, I would have my heat with me and shit. You know, maybe I would have got at some niggas or something, you know. But shit, you know, the Lord worked in mysterious ways. You know, as far as me being there, I know I would have been in the car with Pac and Suge.
Do you think things?
That's mad, isn't it? Where imagine that in reflection, where you're saying that you would have been in that car with Tupac, and I don't doubt him for a second. I don't doubt for a second he wouldn't have been in that car. He would have definitely been in that. But then there's 2 sides to that. He says the Lord works in mysterious ways. It could have been Spice One being killed as well, as opposed to him protecting. But I suppose it's that never knowing, which I live with regret being the title. It's that never knowing stuff, and I can hear it then again in his inflection as he's talking about, you know, the what if. Imagine being stuck in that motion with someone like Tupac Shakur, one of the most influential culture teachers, educators, you know, ever through music, going on to do bigger and better things, and you were getting changed.
With Pac and Suge.
Do you think things would have been different if you was in Vegas with Tupac? Do you think Tupac would have never got shot and he would still be alive?
It would be a few different scenarios. Like I say, one scenario could be me saying, "Hey man, you know, don't even get involved in that shit. Let the little niggas mop dude. Let them little niggas handle that shit. We out here on some boss nigga shit, you know." But little did I know at that time, at 26 and 25, we was the little niggas. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and then another one could have been me in the car and me and Pac busting back at niggas. You know what I'm saying? Or it could have been me in my car following them, seeing that shit and hopping out my car and busting at them niggas while they was shooting at him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of scenarios could have been there. Because I damn sure would have got out and, you know, let off all my motherfucking clips. You know what I'm saying? If I would have been following Pac and them and shit, or in the car with him, however it would have went down. So, and another scenario could have been both of us been that motherfucker dead. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. But the best scenario would have been me saying, "Hey, man, let them little niggas handle that shit, and you know, let's watch this shit from a distance. If we gotta get at a nigga, you gotta get at a nigga. At least we know who we gotta get at."
But you know, from what I've learned about Tupac, and I get what he's saying, obviously him being a buddy, and he would know better than anybody else. But a question that I would have asked, and it may even come up in a second, because he seems to be repeating some of the things we were just talking about. But what I would have asked is, yeah, but would Tupac have listened? In that moment, he's saying, let these mob guys jump in and do that, and we'll step back and jump in if need be. In that moment, given what I've just done on a previous interview where 2 off-duty police officers beating up another bloke and so on and so forth, and Pac quick to jump out of his car and go hell for leather in that situation, would Tupac have actually listened? Honestly, I think the dude's full of hyped up adrenaline. I think the man spent his life fighting. The man has spent his whole entire life in full attack mode. Okay, and having to be because of his environment. Would he have listened in that moment, Spice One? Now that would be a question I'd like to know.
You know, let's watch this shit from a distance. If we gotta get at a nigga, you gotta get at a nigga. At least we know who we gotta get at. You know, without them getting at us first. Like, you know, let the little niggas weave the niggas out. Like if the little niggas would have went over there and jumped him, then we would have seen who we gotta actually get at. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I gotta ask you, man, since you was one of the last people to see Tupac alive, was he excited to go to Vegas? Because I heard he really didn't want to go to Vegas, man. Because he had a family issue that he had to handle that was in Atlanta, so he really didn't want to go. But from your point of view, because you saw him last, was he excited to go to Vegas?
Yeah, he was excited because of the fight. He wanted to see he wanted to see Tyson knock dude out. You know, he wanted to see the fight. And we both did. We wanted to see Tyson fight, you know, and I had never been to a fight, so I was really ready to go, you know what I'm saying? But shit, Tyson knocked that fool out before before the bell finished ringing. It was like ding, then he knocked dude out, and then it was a ding. You're like, damn. Shit was quick.
Yeah, man, that was a fast knockout, man. Crazy, man. But what was your reaction when Tupac passed away? When you heard the news that he passed away?
That's the element.
Man, it was really surprised because I didn't think, you know, I thought he was gonna live through that one too. You know what I'm saying? You know, and when he didn't, I was shocked. I was in denial. I was texting him. I was like, I think I was calling a nigga or something and shit. Like, you know, this got to be some bullshit. You know, let me call a nigga and see if, you know. Yeah. It was kind of surprising, man, and really, you know, it's like really a lot of regret. Like, I wish I was there and shit. You know, maybe something would have went different. You know. Shit, why did I have to go change my clothes? I should have just hopped in a car with my nigga and went out and came out here. You know, a lot of that shit going through my head.
You got to feel for him a bit. You have to feel for him a bit. Do you know, whenever you make those decisions, and again, it's not with someone getting shot, but you know, like really shitty decisions. You're like, oh, why did I do that? You know, why did I call them shower screams? You know, we look back and like, you know, why did I do that? That's ridiculous. And it just makes you cringe. His one's times 10, you know, and even there, he's like, why did I go and get changed? Like, what the fuck? I should have just been there. So that's crazy to see. Look, I show some love to Spice One. I think he's amazing. I think he's a genuine dude. He talks from the heart. I know he's trying to hide a lot through laughter as well, especially with what he's had to deal with and talking about that out loud. But yeah, let me know in the comment section what you feel about that. Spice One talking about regrets with Tupac Shakur and him passing away in Vegas. And obviously that Mike Tyson apparently knocked someone out before a bell finished ringing. Who did he knock out? Someone needs to tell me.